Hey, it's Jennifer from Happiness is Homemade For, and welcome to my channel. Alright, today we are going to make a big carrot wreath using the carrot wreath form from Dollar Tree. So I'm pretty sure that this is brand new this year. Let's see, it is 20 inches long. So I've never made one of these before. So I'm going to use one of these. I grabbed 2 things of orange deco mesh from Dollar Tree. I'm not sure how many I'm going to use. Probably just one, but I got 2 just in case. And I like to use zip ties. I don't do a lot of hot glue, so I like to use zip ties. I think I'm going to use this burlap and white polka dot ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm trying to make this like all Dollar Tree. So Dollar Tree ribbon. And then I'm not sure, but I do have some of these white wildflowers from Dollar Tree. We may or may not use these. I'm not sure yet. But alright, I'm excited to make this and hopefully it turns out really cute. So as always, I am going to adjust the camera. That way you can see exactly what we're going to do. So, okay. Okay, so I'm going to use one of these zip ties from Dollar Tree. This is like in the tool section and the automotive section. I'm going to open up one of these. Alright, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to open this. I'm just going to take the ends and I'm just going to kind of pinch that together. Okay, just get that together right there. I'm now going to take this zip tie and I'm going to push it through all of this right here, just kind of towards the top a little bit. Just kind of push it right through there. Okay, make sure it kind of has everything in there. And I'm just going to start up here at the top of the carrot. And I'm just going to push the zip tie right up here at the top. Okay, put that right there. Alright, we're just going to lock that into place. Okay, so it's just right here on the inside of like where the stem is, the top of the carrot. Okay. I'm now going to cut off that long tail. So that is now attached. All right, so now I'm just going to start wrapping around our carrot. Okay, I'm just going to hold the carrot, and I'm just going to twist it in my hands. Okay, and I'm just going to keep wrapping around this carrot. All right, so as the carrot gets skinnier, I am now going to take my deco mesh and I'm going to like just grab it and kind of like fold it in half. Okay, and then I'm just going to wrap that thin around the carrot. Yes, that will keep it from wanting to bunch up. Okay, alright, so I'm just holding the bottom and I'm just going to, actually I'm just going to hold this mesh right here and I'm going to twist the carrot in my hand. Just kind of keep twisting around it. Okay. Alright, so now that I'm at the bottom, I'm now going to start twisting and going back up towards the top. Just wrapping it and going back up. Alright, so I've come to the end of this first row. Okay. I'm now going to wrap that over. Okay. Once again, I'm going to take those ends and kind of pinch that together. I'm going to take another zip tie. And like right here on the edge, I'm going to stick it through everything that I just twisted together. Okay, get that all bunched together. Okay, I'm going to stick the zip tie through everything I just bunched together. Okay, I'm just going to go straight through to the frame. Okay, and now I'm going to lock my zip tie. So see, I've got that right there. Now once again, I'm gonna cut off all that excess. All right. Now, I'm gonna make this my back side. All right, so I'm gonna push that towards the back, and then I'll have all of this right here. Now I'm gonna open my second package. Okay, so my second row, once again, I'm gonna take those ends. I'm gonna fold all that over, just kind of bunch it together. I'm gonna take another zip tie. I'm just gonna push it through all of that right there. Kind of like right in the center of all of that. Okay, and I'm gonna go right here where I just ended. And right next to that one zip tie, I'm now gonna push this one through. Okay, and then I will lock that into place. Get that nice and tight. Okay, cut all of that excess tail off. Once again, I'm gonna push this little piece towards the back. All right, so now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna continue to wrap. Okay, so instead of having it open, I'm just gonna bundle all that together. Just kind of pinch that together, and I'm just gonna keep twisting and wrapping, going around our carrot. Okay, and it's gonna make it nice and thick, and you will not see the frame. Okay, just keep on twisting it. Okay, so I'm at the top. I'm now gonna twist and I'm gonna come back down. Just work my way back down. And by doing this too, it's making our carrot nice and full. Okay. All right, so now that I'm getting down towards like the skinny part, I'm really gonna make my mesh thin. So I've got it pinched kind of thin. All right, so now I'm just gonna keep on. Make sure everything's nice and smooth. So it's nice and smooth. And I'm just gonna keep twisting. And right now I'm just twisting the carrot in my hand. Okay. So I'm working my way down towards the end, like the tip of the carrot. Okay. Now I'm going to twist and just slowly just kind of like start coming right back up. Okay. All right, just keep twisting all the way back up here. All right, so I've come to the end again. Okay, so I'm gonna take this end that I have left over. I'm just gonna like smooth it out. Okay. All right, I'm gonna come around here towards the back. Okay, so now that I've got, this is the end, okay? So I'm gonna fold this over and like just one of the seams, like right here, I've got like this little seam. I'm just gonna tuck this in to that seam, okay? That is now neatly tucked into the back of our carrot, okay? So it's pushed in and tucked right there. All right, so now that that is neatly tucked into that kind of a little pocket, just like one of the little folds, little seams on the back, I'm now gonna take another zip tie and I'm gonna get all that I just pushed in there. And I'm gonna attach it right through that. I'm gonna put me a zip tie right here. Just lock that into place. Okay, I'm gonna cut that tail off. Okay. Now, you see how we have that right there? All I'm gonna do, I'm gonna twist that and I'm gonna push it into like my little fold to where you're not even gonna see it. Okay, you just kind of like keep tucking, just kind of manipulate it. Okay, so I just have that one little piece right there. If you wanted, like if that bothers you, because this is gonna be like the back side, so you won't even see this, you can always take a little bit of orange paint and go over that right there. But, I mean, look how clean the back side looks. And then here is our beautiful front side. Okay, so now that we have our carrot completely wrapped, look how good that looks. That is so cute. All right, so here's the front and then the back. I mean, the back looks just as clean, minus that one little bitty zip tie right there. Like I said, you can paint that orange. But now for the top. I've decided I want to do a bunch of flowers. So I have 5 bundles of these white wildflowers, which is called, you can move on out of the way. So it's just these wildflowers from Dollar Tree. Like I said, I have 5 stems of these. So I love these flowers, and I love the greenery that comes on them. Look at that greenery. Look how pretty all this greenery is with it. So we are gonna use these. So we're gonna turn this into a door hanger. So I am gonna use a zip tie. You can use a pipe cleaner or a zip tie or twine, whatever you have. And all I'm gonna do is just right here at the top, I'm just gonna stick this zip tie straight through there. And I'm just going to go ahead and like push it through and lock it in place and leave me just a loop. Now, this way you can move it over to here and your carrot will hang at an angle this way. Or you just pull it over, it'll hang straight. Or you take it over this way and it'll hang that way. So it can like hang at different angles. But, all right. So now I'm just gonna cut off that tail. All right, and then right here, I always have this clear door hanger. I got this at Dollar Tree years ago. So I'm just gonna hang this on here for now. So I'm just gonna do it like straight on. Okay, so I am gonna treat mine as if it's a vase. So just straight down in here, right down in here in between all of this mesh, I'm just gonna start sticking these bundles of flowers just straight down inside. Okay, I'm just gonna push it all the way down in there, and then we'll kind of fluff and adjust as we go. Like I said, I'm just gonna start pushing these straight down, and you'll kind of feel it. Just go straight down in there. So just kind of go slow, and just like I said, just kind of work it straight down into the wreath. Okay. Then I'm gonna start fluffing and like adjusting my flowers just to kind of fill in. But I'm telling you, look, this greenery, look at that greenery. I love it. Okay, so once I have all these shoved down in here, like I said, those are wedged down in there. Now just start bending like each of the branches and just fill it out. Just get it really fluffy and full. You can always, like the stems, because you know the branches are wire, you can bend them and move it however you want. Just get it nice. Everything just kind of fill it in. Okay, I think this looks so pretty. All right, now of course we're gonna add a bow. Y'all know I love me some bows. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna use this burlap and white polka dot ribbon from Dollar Tree, and it's wired. I love working with wired ribbons. So I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna show you how to make a bow. Okay, so adjust the camera so you can see exactly what to do. All right, so I'm just gonna take the roll of ribbon and I'm gonna drop it. Alright, so here's the top of my ribbon. All I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna like pinch me a tail. Just pinch it. Alright, now obviously, okay, this is the front and this is the back. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pinch that. My ribbon is straight down. I'm gonna take this and I'm going to loop it up towards the back, and then I'm gonna pinch that right there. Okay, so now I have one loop with the front of my ribbon, all the bright polka dots. Okay, so now that's right here, see how it's dangling down. I'm now just gonna pick that straight up in the air. Okay, that's now straight up in the air. I'm now going to bend it forwards and I'm going to go ahead and grab it and pinch it right there with everything else. Okay? So now what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that both of your loops are about the same size of each other. Okay, which they are. Alright, so now, once again, this is straight down. So this is like the back of my ribbon. So now it's straight down. I'm now just going to take this and I'm now going to loop up towards the front. And then I'm going to grab that and pinch that with everything else. Okay, and I'm going to make sure that those loops are about the same size, which they are. Okay. Once again, now this is down. I'm just going to push that up. And then once again, I'm going to pinch that. So everything is just being pinched between these fingers right here on this hand. Okay, so now make sure that those loops are about the same size. If they're not, it's okay. You just kind of move and adjust it a little bit. Okay, still a little bit too big. All right, so now I've got 4 loops. Okay, we're going to do a couple more. Alright, so now this is straight down. There's my bright polka dots. So now all we're going to do is we're going to bend that up towards the back. Kind of get that about the same size loop as the other ones. Okay, and now once again, I'm just going to pinch all of that right there together. Okay, so now this, you see how that's just down? I'm now going to take that straight up into the air. And all I'm going to do is bend it down. And then once again, pinch all that right there together. Okay, make sure once again all of my loops are the exact same size. So now I have 6 of the same size loops. Okay, and here's what we're gonna do. Now I'm gonna take that, so now that's down. Now I'm just gonna push that up, and I'm just gonna make like a little bubble loop. Okay, so once again, all of that is just pinched right there. All of that is still just pinched right there. And now I just have this little bitty, like little bubble. I'm going to take a pipe cleaner. I've got this beige color. I'm now just going to lay it right there across everything that I was holding. Alright, I'm going to twist it around to the back. I'm going to take my bundle and I'm just going to like squeeze it in my hand. Just hold everything together upside down. Alright, so now I've got all that pinched together. I'm now going to take my pipe cleaner, kind of pinch it together, and then I'm going to give this some good, tight twist. Okay, now I can flip that right side up. And now all that is pinched together. Okay, all that is now in that pipe cleaner, it's not going anywhere. So now you can start jerking and pulling on your loops. Okay, and just get them all nice and full and fluffed out. Alright, so looks like that. Now that little bitty one right there that we did, I'm now just going to fluff it. Okay, and it's like the center of our bow. Alright, so. Okay, so now we've got it looking like that. So full and so pretty. Alright, now we're going to try to attach this to our carrot. Okay, so now I've got this pipe cleaner. Now what we could do is, okay, you've got the orange. So the orange part of the carrot, which was supposed to be like the greenery part, the stem, you can either take your pipe cleaners, push it right onto the back of that carrot, and put it right there. Let me show you that. Okay, see the orange part of the wire of the carrot? Okay, I can just push that right onto there. Okay, push that through. Alright. Okay, so that's one option. You can be like right over here, like onto the side. Or you can kind of go like straight on. And what you do is, the pipe cleaner, because it's that wire, you can poke right through all of this mesh. Okay, just kind of work it right in there. Okay. Just kind of work it in, all of that mesh. Okay. And it's going to come through. Okay, just kind of grab a hold of it. And then I'm gonna push this on here. I'm gonna attach that, kind of give it some good, tight little twist. All right, and now I can start, once again, fluffing out all of my loops. Okay, I want you to see, all of this is just pushed through to the mesh, all the way through to this mesh right here, all right? Now I'm going to cut off these long tails right at the end of my last twist. Okay. Alright, so it leaves me, can you see that? With this little bitty tail. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that tail, I'm going to push it down into the inside of our wreath. Alright, so I'm going to cut my tail off about right there. I'm now going to dogtail. I always say dogtail. We're going to dovetail the ends. Alright, so you just fold that over in half. Okay, now, since my ribbon is pointing down, okay, I'm just going to fold that over in half. Alright, my ribbon is going downwards. So now I'm going to take my scissors along this, where the folded seam is, not where it's open, where the folded seam is. I'm now going to take my scissors, I'm going to cut down at an angle, just like that, and that gives me that beautiful dovetail. Okay. Same thing, my ribbon's going down. Okay, so the ribbon is going downwards. I'm now going to take this, I'm going to fold that over in half and make sure that my edges line up. Okay. So now over here on the seam where I folded it, I'm going to take my scissors, I'm going to go down at an angle, okay, and I'm just going to cut that. And once again, you have that perfect, beautiful dovetail. Okay, and then I can bend this and I can fluff all of this out. Okay, oh my gosh, look how pretty this looks. I love it. And y'all, this is the first carrot wreath I have ever made. So let me just say, please don't ever be afraid to try something new. I work myself up. I always like to have self-doubt, and it's horrible. And I always second guess myself, and self-doubt is a horrible thing. But don't ever be afraid to try something new, because even if you mess up, just redo it. You know, there is no hot gluing in this. You know, so all I have to do is just cut those little zip ties, and I could redo it. You know, you don't have to use the flowers and greenery. You could just use some green deco mesh. But I just thought this was kind of like a different kind of look, and I love it. And it even, I tell you, these little wildflowers with all of this greenery, like all this comes together from Dollar Tree. You know, and you can use any flowers from Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, just whatever you have, and just make it as pretty and colorful and full as you want. And this is a 100% Dollar Tree craft. I did use 5 bundles of these white flowers. I used 2 rows of the orange deco mesh from Dollar Tree. Of course, the carrot wreath form, and then my bow. You know? And zip ties and pipe cleaners is a great thing just to kind of keep in your craft stash. Okay, so this is our first Easter craft of 2022, and we have several more to come, and a lot more carrot things. So I'm really obsessed with carrots this year. But let me know what you think. And if you think this is as cute as I do, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Alright, and then down in the description box, I will link some of my other Easter DIYs that we've done over the years. Some of them are just so cute, so easy, which I love cute and easy DIYs. But alright, that is it. I will quit rambling. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.